Hey everyone. Oh geez, today I am talking about the top self-care mistakes I made when starting my business. And I wanted to share these because I think these mistakes and the changes that I made from these mistakes apply to everyone. Life can get so busy. So let's jump right in to all the mistakes I made starting back in 2017. Mistake number one, I had a 100% always on work schedule. Don't do this. So, for the first 3 years of the business, I had no days off each week. I mean, I took time off for things like social events, important ones that popped up, like weddings, birthdays, things like that. But it wasn't ever set. It was just kind of as it was needed. And I loved my business so much and I was having fun doing it. It didn't seem like working 7 days a week, sometimes 80 to 100 hours a week. It didn't seem like a problem because I was enjoying what I was doing. But slowly that started to take away other parts of my life that were a very important part of who I was as a person, with family, friends, hobbies, pretty much everything outside of the business. So, what I wish I would have done, I wish from the start I would have set time each week that was always going to be off. Didn't leave it up to chance, didn't leave it up to the week schedule, just set that time off each week. That way, I didn't lose certain parts of my life that were so important to me. Because for me, I started to not feel like myself, and that is actually a symptom of burnout. I didn't know that until it happened to me, but it is. So make sure you set your time at the start of the week. It's easier said than done, but even if you do it in smaller chunks across a few days, just knowing that you have time allocated for yourself in your life. Mistake number two was eating fast food or food that was not fueling my body. So when we get busy, we gravitate towards quick fixes. And when I started my business, luckily, we started to get busy very, very quickly. And so I became busy very quickly. Hello, quick fast foods and snacks, really anything that I could grab, nothing ever planned. Don't do this. I wish that I would have looked at food as fuel and really thought about what I was putting in my body in terms of fueling myself for the day, the importance of being the best version of myself so I can serve not only my business, my customers, but my family and friends in the best way possible. So I ended up getting a quality lunchbox, switching to whole foods, packing healthy snacks every day. And that helped me save money too, which is important for all of us. But it actually was just as time efficient as grabbing fast food just when you have it planned. And I saved a lot of time not feeling groggy, tired, unwell during the day. So it's something that kind of swaps itself for the excuse that you're doing it in the first place. It does save you time, and it's better for you if you're choosing to work in a stressful environment or just, your life is stressful. The third mistake. It's a doozy. The third mistake was, in my opinion, the biggest mistake I made when starting CCC, and it's kind of a snowball of the first two. Drum roll. The third mistake was eating and drinking to fill the void of fun. So I'll explain what I mean here. When I was working long days, I found myself eating whatever snacks, late night food, really whatever treats I wanted. I also was having a cocktail or two almost every single day, especially if I was working late, like trying to pull like a Don Draper. I'm working on my computer, I'm editing, I have my drinks. Yeah, all sounds fun. And I think that I was trying to reward myself for working so much. And I just think that our minds are always trying to make us feel comfortable and fill a void for something that we may be missing. And for me, I had an unbalanced work-life structure that was making me miss out on a lot of fun things. And I love having fun. So I was trying to fill that void with fun food, fun drinks while I was working. Don't do this. So what I ended up doing to turn this around was creating a better work-life balance and eating healthier throughout the day to try to set a good structure there. And even most importantly, outside of that, really starting to think when I was craving something, why am I craving this? Am I actually hungry? Do I actually want a drink? Am I seeking fun? Am I seeking something else? What do I really want? So then I was able to find out the why of why I was feeling a certain way, realize it was a feeling, and try to find a different way to fill that void in a way that served me better, wasn't a quick fix, and just really understanding why I was yearning for something else. And the reason why I think that this mistake was the biggest one I made was because when you combine eating unhealthy food, drinking, just really not giving your body the nutrients that it needs, and you're also in a high stress environment, that's a really dangerous combo for inflammation that can lead to a whole host of problems. We all deserve to feel good. All right, I will stop rambling on about that point. I just think it's really important. And then, four, the final big mistake that I made in terms of self care, not allowing myself time to work out. So, this just kind of happened because my schedule was so work focused, and it wasn't even a thought for me to allocate time to physical exercise. Don't do this. The main priority was always my business. And so I just wasn't even thinking about how exercise, owning a business, having a high stress life, how those need to go together. We have to remember that in life, our health, our happiness, and individual being should be the top priority because we're the ones running the show here. And I do think that exercise should be a part of everyone's day, especially entrepreneurs, because for me, exercise is like a mental support. My work days have become so much better now that I get sweaty in the morning, let out our stress hormone, cortisol, and I swear working out helps me make better decisions throughout the day. It also helps regulate my mood, which is lifesaver. So those are the big four self-care mistakes that I made. I know I would have avoided a lot of physical and mental health issues if I would have started my business with this mindset. And really, about 2 years ago, I started making these changes in my work life balance. And I guess that, with the first 3 years of the business, I just had to learn the hard way, had to make the mistakes to learn how important these practices are in my life. It is hard when you love what you do, but once again, you got to remember you're running the show here. You got to take care of you. So I hope that this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have any additional thoughts, comments, things that you do to take care of yourself when you get busy, please comment them below. I'm obsessed with having an exciting and happy life that's full of energy. So I'm always digging into these topics, and you can follow along with all the things around that on my website, thatcolleengirl.com.